Hey, Spitwads, we have a great Spit Hits episode from the archives for you today. It's a classic. We discuss The Wizard of Oz, skydiving, what we call pre-emergencies, and a hospital mix-up along with a special draft. So do not miss a minute. Here we go.
What happens when three buffoons give life advice, explore unrealistic situations, and give random topics more thought than they probably deserve? It's the Spitballers Podcast with Andy, Mike, and Jason.
Photograph in the back with the slack playing blackjack.
What?
I was a little late to the party there.
What? Hold on. At what point in the music did you start to scatting?
Yeah,
Well, here's the thing. We are recording remotely today, and so what warms my heart and honestly makes me feel fantastic is the fact that you don't know where. You do not know where it started for me, and I'm telling you where I started. Oh, it was perfect. It was a perfect time.
But the producer has to line up the audio.
And he's going to put it exactly where it sounds best, Jeremy.
Al Borland in the house.
I
What's
watched
up,
a man before this started, before the music kicked off, I watched a man go through all 7 stages of grief where he was denying that this was happening. Mm-hmm. He got angry. Mm-hmm. Then I saw him be sad. He threw us some thumbs down. And then, he had a new stage, which was basically he was going to protest the scat.
So
Even
here's
though
what
he
happened.
Smashes it every time.
Here's
you
what
big
happened.
Baby.
All right. I came in late, and here's why. Because of what the draft is today, which I think is going to be awesome. It should be a great end to the show. I knew where I was going with my scat. It was one word. That's all I knew. One word.
What was the one word?
Sung a certain way. It was photograph. And I
did hear that part.
I follow.
My non-musical brain could not rap the music that was playing in my ears with a different tune and a different beat, different song.
No.
And so it took me a
photograph.
What? How do you have that queued up? So that was what really delayed me being able to properly scat.
That's a fantasy footballers thing. But so Jason, just the last thing before we can actually start this show. If you don't have a known, locked in, this is the start point. There's not a start point for Al Borland, and your scat will be, in fact, even worse than you were hoping for.
I think the best thing to do at this point is to leave it right where it was with all of this reaction, and so thank you for that. Yeah, look, Spitwads, welcome into the Spitballers Podcast, Andy, Mike, and Jason. Back with you. We took a couple weeks off. We had the holidays, and I say all that to explain away any rust that may be coming to the surface over the remainder of this show.
No rust over here. I was on the gold bricks. I ran into Dorothy. She oiled me up.
Okay.
I mean, we are 4.5 minutes in, and this is already pure gold.
4.5 minutes, and I came with a sweet Wizard of Oz reference.
Yeah, I think this might be the best episode we've had yet.
At Spitballers Pod on Twitter.
Because I couldn't think of Golden Road.
Yeah, I didn't know where you were going with
the
that
yellow
either.
brick road.
Follow the golden bricks.
It's
Follow
not the golden road.
bricks.
It's the yellow brick. Follow
the golden bricks. That's what they say.
Follow
I know.
the golden brick road.
Follow the golden brick road.
You couldn't even get your wizard joke, your Wizard of Oz joke right. We have what I think will be one of our greatest drafts on the show today. Now Jason is upset because
that's right.
Mike just called Wizard of Oz overrated.
I'm just throwing a grenade out real quick.
You can't say Wizard of Oz is overrated. Okay,
I
know,
and I did.
But
is that because you said Golden Brick Road and you screwed up and now it's Wizard of Oz's fault?
My faults are not on trial right now.
Look, old school movies, I'm not generally a fan of, right? Citizen Kane, the best movie of all time. Now that's overrated.
Okay.
That's a piece of garbage. The Wizard of Oz was amazing, and when you think about when they made it, I mean, shame on you, Mike.
But when you think about when they made Citizen Kane, it was great, Jason.
Yeah, but like Citizen Kane took nothing. You could make this. I could make that movie right now with two buddies.
Well, now you could because you've already seen it.
Yeah,
you already know the script. Would you rather on the show? That's a great question. I don't even know how to get the show started at this point.
Oh, this is fabulous.
Jason Scat set us on a trajectory of discombobulation that we have never been on before. This is episode 132, though, and I hear that episode 132, it can have some moments, some bumps in the road, the Golden Brick Road. Let's go ahead and jump into Would You Rather.
Would you rather?
You apologized with another incorrect phrase. You said, I said Golden Bricks because I forgot Golden Brick Road. That's what you did. You need to rewatch the movie is what I understand from that.
Or maybe the writers need to rewatch it and realize that they're running on gold bricks.
They're not alive, Mike. There's no way. There's no way.
Thankfully, because otherwise we'd be
get
still
bodied.
What is happening?
Wow.
Gee. Mike is living
coming out swinging in 2021, baby.
Best life. Charles on Patreon mercifully has a Would You Rather question for us. Would you rather your family share one bathroom or one vehicle? Well, yeah, I
think you have to put your kids at driving age.
Oh, really?
Right, yeah, because you've got a family. They all have needs. They all have places to go. We've got, right now we're not going many places, but you've got to put yourself here where, you've got wife with the job, you with the job, kids got maybe a job. That one's got school, one's got a job. You've got to go everywhere, and that's a burden because obviously sharing a bathroom is a burden. This is burden on burden.
If you have 4 kids or you have 1 kid, it makes each one easier to deal with. I feel like one vehicle is almost impossible if you're telling me kids are driving around. I was going to say, like, a lot of families have just one vehicle and it works out fine, but you're not talking about driving age kids.
Correct. That's why I said you got to make it more difficult.
Well, right, yeah, not only that, but let's be honest. We are phenomenal dads. And so our children are involved with everything. They're in gymnastics. They're probably leading their chess club. All sorts of different things that we've got to drive them to, pick them up from.
Did you guys ever do chess club?
No.
I did chess club once.
I did
one time. Yeah.
I was invited there. We had this thing called Sage, and it was I guess it was looking back now, like the gifted course or whatever, and they had a chess club and they invited me in and I did it for a year, and then I said nerds and I busted out.
You said nerds after a year, so you partook with them, became one of them for an entire calendar year, and then we're like, nerds. Bye, buddies. I'll miss you guys, my best friends.
Chess is great.
Yeah, I was in one when they had like after school things where you could be in like the newspaper, or you could be in the chess club, or you could be in but back to the question.
Yes.
One bathroom,
that
sounds like a humongous problem, but one vehicle with that many kids is brutal. Like, you really cannot do anything. If somebody has the car, you are stranded. You are stuck. I mean, with the bathroom thing, I can wait a little while.
Can you? We've got 3 bathrooms. So like hashtag blessed. We got 3 bathrooms over here, and that's still not enough. I have had times where all 3 bathrooms were occupado, and I'm sitting outside of one just doing Hail Marys on my knees, begging that something terrible does not happen.
10 minutes later, he's sitting in the sink.
How many sinks do you got? That's what I was going to ask, yeah.
He's in the kitchen taking a ducky bath.
Thankfully, we have the industrial garbage disposal.
Oh, no.
Oh,
I knew that was coming. I'm going to vote that I would rather share one bathroom. I'm gonna do it. I feel like with a bathroom,
how many sinks do you have?
It's a simple answer. Here's why. With one bathroom, I can create a schedule for people to take their showers at least. Sure, the poop
children
time,
love schedules.
I can. Well, look, they're not children, right? They're driving age, and
they're even worse. They're teenagers.
They ain't listening to your schedule.
But a vehicle, you can need a vehicle at any minute. If I want to go get some food, if I got to go pick something up, if it's gone, if the car's gone, it's gone. If the bathroom's taken, I can break the door down. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah, but then you got to take them off the toilet. I'm going to take the bathroom as well. Okay, but I completely disagree with your logic, because when you're talking about when you need this thing, the bathroom is more important than the car. Because the car, what emergency do you just have to have a car right then? It's like, oh, I don't leave yet.
You ever been hungry before?
Yeah, cheeseburger. Emergency.
Well, you ever heard of Postmates? You ever heard of DoorDash?
That's not an emergency. DoorDash has never solved an emergency in my life.
DoorDash is, am I going to be hungry in 78 minutes from now?
I ordered DoorDash just in case I'm hungry later.
Well, that's what you got to do. You got to pre-plan. You got to pre-emergency with these. I'm like right now. I just put a pre-emergency.
Minority Report?
That's right. I literally just put in a DoorDash order because at some point it's going to show up and I'm going to be starving.
I'm going to be hungry.
Can you Postmates like a little porta potty if you're in trouble?
I don't think that
good question.
You can Postmates a porta potty. But the reality, the reason why I'm taking the bathroom, the shared bathroom experience here is because I'm the worst one in the bathroom. Right? It's worse for all my family members to have to enter in after me than for me to enter in after them.
But that's just when you've got that business to do. What you're not factoring in
showers,
people getting ready.
Yeah.
Like, this is my question for you guys. I won't be presumptuous. Do you have 2 sinks in your primary bathroom?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Did you ever have to share one sink with your spouse?
Not really.
Not that I can remember.
No.
Yeah. Okay. All right.
That would be a problem.
Do that in the morning for 3 days, and then we'll have this question again.
You're telling me my daughter and wife's makeup are in there?
Yes.
And here's the deal.
The three of us have shared a hotel room before, and that's not a pleasant time with one bathroom.
No, it's not.
This is, I'm changing my answer. I'm definitely going to the car. What an idiot. What an idiot to think that we should share a bathroom. Because, look, I've said this before. This is just, it's who I am. I'm 30-minute showers. Okay,
Sure.
I need that pamper time. I need that me time. I might turn the bath on. I can't have people knocking on the door.
You might turn the bath on while you're in the shower?
Please tell me.
Just
water
convert.
Up to the ankles. Water's up to the ankles?
No, you convert and you lay down.
Go back and forth.
Sometimes I have, yeah. I mean, look, it's me time, Mike. There's no wrong.
Do you run like a freezing shower and then have the hot bath?
Oh, that's something new to try.
Can stimulate the senses.
I haven't yet, but I probably will. No, I run a hot shower and then a hot bath and then hot shower.
He runs the hot bath so that it sounds like raindrops hitting the ocean when he's inside of there.
Look, I'm not going to lie to you.
The water heater, I haven't done my job.
I'm not going to lie to you. Our plumber made fun of me to a friend who also uses that same plumber because I believe he said I quote, very American in the sense that
he told me that.
Yeah, Andy, you're the friend. In the sense that what I requested to be put in my house was the largest water heater that could fit after he realized my house couldn't take a tankless. The largest water heater. That wasn't enough, so there was this return valve thing that basically means it's adding a little bit of cold water into the extremely hot tank. So, like, I can shower forever. It's great. But then I got made fun of. Yeah.
Well, based on all of that, I understand why you changed your opinion. Mike, are you going with the one vehicle or one bathroom?
I will go with the one vehicle. I'm sure there will be problems that I'm not foreseeing right now, but I'm just looking down the immediate nature of one bathroom.
I guess you can technically Uber if you needed to get somewhere, but you couldn't Uber
ride
a bathroom.
Bike.
Yeah, it's.
I guess you could Uber to a new bathroom.
It's Uber or a bush. Those are your options.
Poober.
A poober. Yeah, you take the poober to the local Starbucks, and hey, check it in.
There's extra, surge charging for those rides,
no.
just in case.
Oh, a surge! Surge is coming. All right, Beth from Patreon. If you were skydiving and your parachute tragically refused to open,
okay,
would you rather be falling face to the sky or face to the ground? So looking up or looking down?
The age-old question. We've all thought it. We've all right. Am I alone in this? Like,
no, you're not alone. Everybody's thought about their chute not opening.
Like Socrates, he brought this up.
Yes, that was.
Which way would you?
Did a lot of skydiving back in that day.
Now,
go ahead, Jay.
Amazingly, and I don't know how, and I don't know quality of life afterwards, but I know people have survived parachute jumps where the parachute doesn't open up.
Let's just say people have won the lottery, Jason.
Yeah, I gotta go get me a scratcher.
Like everything happens. You're skydiving. Your chute's not going to open.
All right. Okay. Yeah,
it's going to be over.
You're figuring out your final 30 seconds.
Okay.
Now, technically, I mean, looking up, you're going to see the plane, I guess.
Well, the thing about looking,
see some clouds.
I think the important thing about looking up is you don't know
when it's going to hit.
Right.
It's like looking.
You don't think you pass out?
No, I don't think you're going to pass out.
If you do,
it's
just fear.
That's what I mean, like from pure fear.
No, you're not gonna pass out. What's going to happen here is you look up and don't know when. It's the equivalent of looking away from
the sky.
Like when I give blood, I'm a big old baby. I can't do it, and I certainly
Confirmed.
can't watch them do it. I have to look away. If I see the car crash happening in my arm, I'm 10 times worse. And so that's what this is. This is look to the sky, get a beautiful vision, and then
splat.
But it will be a beautiful vision on your way down as well. We've probably talked about it. We've done 130 episodes of this show. We've done 1,000 fantasy footballers. Have we talked about skydiving?
Have you been?
I have been.
You have. I was going to ask.
I don't think we've ever talked about it.
I did it on my 18th birthday. I went and I did tandem skydiving.
Did the chute open?
The chute did open.
Okay.
And skydiving, like my overview, I was so excited to do it because I was a roller coaster junkie, and the drop of the roller coaster, that's what I like. I don't like loops. I don't like G-forces from turns. I like the drop, and I like my stomach going up into my throat. So that's what I'm expecting. Oh, that does not happen. That does not happen at all. It's pure fear as you stare out of the airplane, and it's really loud. And you think, wow, this is incredibly loud, and then you jump out, and then it gets louder.
Oh, really? The wind. Because
there is so much wind, and honestly, you don't, at least for me, I didn't feel like I was falling. I felt like I was just being pushed up against 100-mile-an-hour winds instead of that falling feeling. You can't breathe out of your mouth. So in the movies, when people are talking during skydiving, that's all bullcrap. You have to breathe through your nose, and it's very difficult at that. Your mouth is completely useless. And I had the old my face was just
flopping around,
just jiggling and flopping everywhere. But anyway, so that doesn't happen. The coolest part of the skydive is definitely they hit the chute, and you've gone from that noise into just a silence that almost hurts. It's so quiet, your ears hurt, and you're floating, tens of thousands of feet in the air, and you can see everything. So that part is very, very cool. And then you land, but just if you're going for that thrill seek of the stomach jump, it just didn't happen for me.
Interesting.
Wow,
I didn't know.
You have a very good recollection, and I'm surprised how early you opened that chute. Tens of thousands of feet left. That's a long chute right down.
Is it? I'm just guessing.
I don't know. I assume you jump out of a plane
it's probably
at
not
15,000.
tens of thousands. You're probably about. I think I probably jumped from like a mile, so 5,280. So
what you described though, pre-shoot, says that this is not a glorious time. It's not like this wonderful. I'm looking up. I'm not like relaxed looking at these beautiful clouds.
It's very loud.
It's loud. I'm still freaking out. So here's what I don't want to have happen. I don't want to feel what all of my bones disintegrating feels like for a millisecond.
You don't want to feel the thump?
No. So I'm going heads down, eyes shut. Because look, if you're like, well, if you look up, you don't know when it's happening. I also have the technology with my eyelids to effectively do that. But then I don't think, I think
you're going to feel it either way.
A little bit. I think a little bit.
Well, look, here's what I'm going. I'm going type A on my jump here. Okay, I'm not losing control of my seemingly some semblance of control.
I have
in
a
this
follow-up
situation.
for your type A question or answer that.
Well, my thought. Do you want me to finish or do you want to ask me first?
Okay, well, I'll ask. So type A, you're in control.
Mm-hmm.
Are you going limbs out? So you're increasing your air resistance. You are actually slowing your fall, or are you going head down like a missile so you can
to end it quicker,
to go faster?
No, I'm going as if I'm wearing a wingsuit. I think I can kind of get a little bit horizontal and save myself. I'm going to try to try to fly
horizontal. You are going to have the most horrific end to that imaginable.
I'm going to try to take like a layer of skin off at a time as I land. Just
my word.
I'm going to try to go down in a field on a side because I'm going to live.
You got to hit the trees.
Yeah, I'm going for the trees. I'm taking control of this doom. So Jason's closing his eyes and just exploding.
I'm a head down bomb.
You should go full on like
Cannonball?
Cannonball, yes.
the world's best. You got to aim for water. You're still going to die when you hit that water, but I'm aiming for water, preferably a pool. Like not the ocean, but someone's backyard. They're all sitting around having their Mai Tais. And right before you hit, Cannonball! Boom! That would be all. You just hope that they have a backyard nest cam for, the service. I mean, what a great way to go out.
There's no water left in that pool.
Oh, no, everyone's soaked, suckers.
Just blood.
Oh,
that's too good, man. Oh.
Ultimate Cannonball.
Ultimate Cannonball.
Jason's at about 10,000 feet searching for pools.
Oh. Yeah, you're darn right. I know what I'm looking for. Looking for the neighborhood.
Oh. He just misses the pool by a couple feet.
Oh, what if you hit the diving board? Just
but then you go back. Cartoon rule says you'll be good.
Yep, I think
that's when
right.
you aim for the kids' trampoline too. That's another possibility.
Yeah, rip, splat.
Mike, which way are you going down in this thing?
I'm going face down.
Okay, and Al, have you gone skydiving before?
I have not.
Okay, yeah, right. No good stories from Al. All right, we're moving on. Tony from Instagram. 1 year after the birth of I can't stop picturing him going
Cannonball.
And he's wearing a swimsuit. I mean, you should go skydiving in a swimsuit just in case.
Yes, just in case. If I skydive, I will have a swimsuit on. You have to be prepared for all things when you go skydiving.
Oh, man. All right. 1 year after the birth of your child, you find out that the hospital accidentally switched your infant at birth.
Oh, no.
Would you rather do a swap ski back for your biological child or continue raising the child that you have been raising as your own?
This is way too intense.
It's so heavy.
This might be the craziest question.
Can we get back to Cannonball deaths?
I mean, Tony from IG hitting us heavy.
Oh, no.
So you have raised this child who you love. Look, we've all raised 3 children. We know raising a 1-year-old, no matter how difficult, how much sleep is lost, the love is incalculable. Just the bond, the experience, now all of a sudden you find out, and it ain't your kid.
It's not. I got a question. I got a bad question.
Okay, not surprised. Go on.
Do I get to see the parents?
Oh,
right.
Wait,
they're
really tall.
Aesthetic choice here?
Do I find out that I'm rearing Christian McCaffrey's child, and he's got my non-athletic
Wait
genes?
a minute. That's going to... stop it. That's not going to factor into your first year.
That's not going to factor in?
Hold on. I'm going to let you have it. I will, but here's the thing. We'll let you have it.
Okay.
You can see the parents. You can look
but
at
they see me too?
They see you, but they don't get the decision. This is all your decision. You can look at their test scores. You can see their.
Can I have both kids?
Oh man,
can I give away both kids?
Okay. The problem is I will not be able to get over the mental knowledge that my biological child is somewhere else in the world being raised by people I do not know. I think that part will be so hard. It won't be that
What if it's like Bill Gates?
Well,
Jeff Bezos says he's got your kid.
I mean, there are more things in life than Bezos. I mean,
I don't think Bezos is going to raise my children well.
I think his nannies will, but
all right,
I just feel like I wouldn't want to give up the kid I have probably because of that bond, but then I wouldn't be able to live with knowing that like our biological kid, this was a mistake. This was something that went wrong.
That's true.
You got to fix it, right? You got to fix it. Swapskis.
I would absolutely undo this. And look,
but is there a year time that would change it, Jason? If it was 5-year-old child, because at 1 year, I think that Jason's face is going like, yeah, that's the problem. If it's a 5-year-old, that's
is
totally different than 1 year.
5-year-olds, you have to have both. You got to add. You just got to take on the extra child.
Your kid back.
Is it stealing if it's mine? I don't know.
Then they get theirs back. I mean, you don't get to choose.
At 5 years, oh man.
At 5 years, I feel like the ship has sailed, and I'm not trading back.
I'm gonna
because they're bonded with their parents.
The difference is here, like, I know there's a lot that goes into this that can factor in real life, that could factor in many different ways, health, all these joke things, but I really believe in my genes, and I think that they're phenomenal. So I'm gonna naturally want
like
my
your
boy.
Denim genes? You got good denim?
Oh no, we're talking DNA, RNA. Everything I'm passing on is
he believes that his lineage is the most valuable child to have.
Well, look,
therefore he should acquire it back.
Which one of us named our firstborn after ourself?
That would be you, Jason.
That would be me because he's got great genes.
Well, look, 5-year-old, I just don't think I could do it. To me, it comes down to the kid. Like at 1 year, obviously, they're still bonding with the parents and bonded with the parents. But that kid could get a swapski, and we could get there.
Babies are stupid.
Babies are stupid. Thank you, Mike. But at 5 years old, I think that, I don't know, I think that I couldn't do it.
You just got to wait for a bad week. All 5-year-olds have really bad weeks, and they're totally disobedient in little stretches.
Well,
and that's
guess what?
Guess what? I'm not your father.
Oh, no. Oh, no. This question, compared to the skydiving one, back to back, that is a tough transition. Luckily, we're professionals, and we answered it. Mike, you haven't spoken to this. Now, is that because it's so difficult?
No, I did. I said
you wanted to give both kids away.
I gotta. Well, yeah. I mean, if that's on the table, then look, Daddy needs his rest. But if I could size them up, check out what I'm working with over here.
Do I have a keeper? Is that what I hear? Do I have a keeper, or I throw it back?
I have a fair and accurate assessment of who I am. I know my positives. I know my negatives. And if I'm willing to roll the dice on someone else, they better be very attractive.
And what are his reading scores?
How much you bench, bro?
I'm 5 years old.
That is
brutal.
I'm
asking the dad. I'm not asking the kid, Jason.
Oh, I don't know. I don't know how far.
I'm not asking the baby how much they bench.
I thought we were at 5 years old still.
All right, Al, you want to move on?
Let's move on.
Spitwads, do you think that you know sports? You think you know about the NFL? It's starting real soon. Well, if you want to take that game day experience to the next level, you got to check out Prize Picks. How does it work? Well, you pick 2 to 5 players, and if they score more or less than the Prize Picks projections, you can win up to 10x your money on any entry. No competing against other people. It's just you versus the projections available. Prize Picks offers projections on any sport that you watch. We're talking NFL, NBA, MLB, NHL, PGA. I mean, like whatever you want, Prize Picks, they probably have something for you. And entries can be made in 60 seconds or less. It's that easy. safe and fast withdrawals, currently operational in over 30 states and Canada. I'm very excited for football to start and to jump into Prize Picks and go a very smooth. And I'm going to beat some of these projections. I ain't worried about it. I'm going to go in there and I'm going to have some fun. Download the Prize Picks app or go to prizepicks.com to sign up and play daily fantasy sports. First-time users can receive a 100% instant deposit match up to $100 with the promo code Spitballers. If you deposit $100, Prize Picks will give you $100. If you deposit $50, Prize Picks will give you $50. Don't forget to enter the promo code Spitballers at sign up for an instant deposit match up to $100.
That's a great question.
All right, Nikolai on Twitter says, settle a debate for my wife and I, window or aisle seat on a plane.
Ain't no debate there.
Yeah, the problem is it's a debate, I believe, on this show because I have flown with both of you fellers multiple times, and we prefer different things.
You two both prefer aisle seats. Is that correct?
Aisle for life.
Yes,
aisle
100% aisle.
I prefer window.
Yeah, I mean, look, if if I can have a nice plush wide first class seat, give me that window. But I'm a regular man. I'm flying coach, and these seats are not big enough.
Those great jeans.
Great jeans.
Yes,
jeans need to be in the aisle.
That's a great jeans are a man of the people. And my point is, when you're in these tiny seats, and you're not a tiny man, I don't care about what I'm looking at or not looking out a window. I got to spread them. I've got to. Here's a little known tip that I actually think a lot of people might not know this, that every single airplane, the armrests on the aisle will go up. There is a button somewhere on that thing. You can get it up. And when you get rid of one of your armrests, the world is your oyster, and you are free to.
What about the carts coming down the aisle?
Well,
you got to be watching out for carts.
Yes, yeah, you are on cart watch, and I like that Jason is sharing this tip. Like I didn't share it with him a year ago.
I'm sharing it because it blew my mind.
You're stealing credit for my life hack.
Well, I was trying, but now you took it back. I was very rude. I was set up for success here, Mike.
Have you? Let me ask let me get serious with you guys. Serious question, Jason. Have you been hit in the belly by the cart?
Well, does the love handle count as the belly?
I think you've knocked snot out of my nose.
Oh, man. I have not yet got to that size. I'm working on it, but I think it'll be a couple years before the belly can hit the cart.
I want to know if I'm alone here, though, because, Al, you have to weigh in since I'm the lone window seat person here. Are you a window or an aisle?
I am a window.
Okay.
Well, yeah, you're 5'2".
I'm a sleeper, and I like to have something to lean against.
See, I like that, and I like it. The window is hiding. I can hide from the rest of the plane at the window. I don't have to move if someone needs to go to the bathroom.
What's your number one feature of the window? Why you choose it?
Yeah, it's that I am tucked away in the tucked away in the corner, sort
of
like
you gotta go to the bathroom.
I can leave. Well, then I've got to climb over people. But
I don't.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, that's why I go before. Hey, look, we know on this show you rarely go before the show, and sometimes that causes you issues. I go before my flight, and I like that, and I like orientation. Like I get a little motion sick, and window is orientation to the way we're flying or turning, and that helps me not get sick. Now, Al, do you know what's the reason you like the window?
Sleep.
Yeah.
I like to lean against it and go to
sleep. Gotcha. Yeah.
I completely understand that, and to be honest, I think I would sacrifice my spread 'em mentality for the window seat if I didn't snore. But I'm terrified of because it's so nice to just lay against the window and have your plane ride disappear. But I'm terrified of falling asleep in a plane, which like planes put me out. I mean,
I was gonna say for a person terrified, you do regularly fall asleep on a plane.
What doesn't put you out, James?
Cab rides, movies.
A horsey does not put me to sleep. When I've been on a horsey, bull ride, absolutely. I guess it's animals. I think it's exclusive to animals. But when I'm on
animals and machines,
I don't. Well, machines don't count. Planes, automobiles. I don't get on that, Andy. That would be ridiculous.
What about just like a good old fashioned chair?
Surfboard?
No, chairs are very sleepy. No, yeah, I would say most things put me to sleep, but an airplane specifically really gets me sleepy. But I feel so bad because you're right next to someone, and if I'm snoring, I would want to slap someone next to me snoring.
Let me bring this to a story that I remember, because I was on a plane with you, and you had a woman that just was so rude to you, and you were just doing nothing wrong, and she was so rude.
I couldn't
remember that?
Believe this woman. I couldn't believe. So look, I'm a little wider, but I'm not, I'm not pushing 4 bills here.
No.
And so I'm already self-conscious.
4 is the threshold now.
4 is the threshold. The bar keeps going up, but
I'm not 1,000 pounds.
I'm only 750. There's bigger guys. Oh my gosh, I was on this plane ride. And this woman I was in the middle, of course, the worst seat. She's at the window, and I am doing my best to
all the things in your control
and get the elbow on the inside of the armrest. I am uncomfortable as it gets this entire flight.
Now, did you say the size of this person?
Of the woman?
Yeah.
She was
average size.
She was average size. I
below,
would
below average or average or.
I would say slightly below average. Not an overweight person. 65 years old. Rude as it gets.
Sure. Okay.
Rude from birth.
I mean, she was reading this book, and every time she turned the page, she huffed and puffed like I was doing something wrong. I'm not sleeping. I'm trying to stay out of her area. And at one point, she turns to me, and she says, "I'm sorry. I've had enough." And I'm like, what? And it was because
enough of what?
Enough of my shoulder. Apparently, I can't change the size of my body. Like, I mean, that way. It was unbelievable. It was unbelievable.
She wanted you to keep moving your arm, and you moved it all. You were basically sitting with your hands in the air in the middle.
I've never in my life been more uncomfortable on a plane. That was before that moment because I was trying to be
rude.
kind.
So rude.
Oh,
goodness.
Right.
Oh man, you want to know whose parachute's not going to open? That one's.
To actually increase her room, she could have swapped seats with you.
That's true.
Yeah. How nice.
All right. Which would have just been great to see them both get up and swap. I've had enough. How dare you continue?
Enough of your sitting here.
Yeah. All right. PJ from Patreon, your newborn baby is granted 1 superpower.
Oh, excellent.
You, as the parent, get to choose which power.
Obedience.
But
okay.
You, as the parent, have to help the child learn to harness their power.
Oh, that's great.
What is the best and worst power to choose?
Question.
If obedience can be a superpower, I'm in.
It cannot, Jason.
Oh,
these are traditional superpowers, and this question is...
Which are traditional
fabulous.
Superpowers, to be clear, are much easier to accomplish than just an obedient child.
Well, whatever.
Easier for them to learn to fly is what I'm saying.
If you're a super obedient child, they follow everything you say and whatever. But imagine trying to teach a kid that's got laser eyes.
Oh.
To control
laser eyes, so that this kid at any moment could just laser eye and destroy your entire household.
Over under 2.5 dead neighbors. I mean, on accident. You know what I mean? And honestly, I would take the push because I think one's going to.
Well, how many dead babysitters? I mean, come on.
No, you can't go laser eyes here. That's asking.
You can't go claws either. Wolverine claws as a kid, you're in trouble. That ain't gonna work.
Imagine. Your kid,
flight. That kid's dead.
Imagine that kid's like, I'm running away.
Even
they just ran away 500 feet in the air.
Even super speed is. Look, I assume if they're super speedy, somehow when they're running, they're tougher. But I'd imagine, it runs to the middle of the road. That's not a place I want my kid. And he's accidentally like, I was just trying to go to the driveway, and now I'm in the middle of the highway.
Sometimes you can lose a toddler. You're going to lose a kid with super speed quickly, and they're not going to find their way back.
And you can't do mind reading because as a parent, I know that kid cannot read my mind. That's off the table. So what superpower?
If you didn't have one.
Oh, man.
You sure mind reading's not better? Because maybe kids just don't. It's the communication problem. Maybe they would understand what we want a little bit better. They're both shaking their head no.
No, because they won't understand it the way that you are thinking it.
When they see me crying inside my head at their lack of doing anything I ask them to do, that won't give them sympathy, empathy?
I think they won't see you crying inside of your head. I think they'll see you saying terrible, bad, mean things about them.
So, wait.
I'm not your father.
I was about to go X-ray
hide
vision.
the switch? No,
yeah, that would be a problem.
I was about to go X-ray vision, but then, that's I mean, come on, man. What superpower doesn't get us parents in trouble here?
Is there a superpower where kids just don't get sick? Because
regeneration?
I'd be down for like that.
Wolverine can't get sick.
I hate kids getting sick. I hate as the dad having to worry about them, and like that's the worst thing on this earth over the last 15 years is sick kids for me.
But then when your kid is 25, they're going to be like, hold on, you could have given me any superpower and you're just like healthy?
I don't know. It seems like a good thing right now. Like right now seems like a time they'd be thanking me.
See,
in this country.
I don't even know if I'd go as kind as regeneration. I was thinking just super strength, but not in the way of like you can lift a car, but in the like unbreakable sense. The movie Unbreakable, where it's like you just are unbreakable. You could get in a car crash,
but he was
walk
also
away.
Stronger.
Yeah, but he's not like throwing, super strength superhero throwing people around.
Pretty sure he was like benching 300 or something.
Well, I mean, that's really strong. I don't know if that's superhero strength.
Old Jason.
I'm not saying I could, but I'm saying there are people
over here scoffing at the idea of benching 300 pounds.
There are people who can do it, is my point. Super strength is something people can't do. Benching a tanker, an oil rig, that's super strength.
Could you teach a child to harness super strength?
I mean, yeah, you can teach them to harness anything. It's just the bumps and the bruises you're going to have to go through of a child. With a child's mind of when they flash into rage and they're upset with you and they have super strength.
Even if they're not. I mean, I loved wrestling with my boys. You know what I mean? Like we always wrestle, and I don't want to lose. I got to put them in their place. So I'm going to go with the regeneration. I think that's the right call.
Okay. All right. Now, Al, do we have time for another great question, or do you want to get to the draft?
Let's go one more.
Okay. Owen from the website. What fictional restaurant or place to dine would you want to visit and eat at?
Oh, man.
From any movie or TV show. Now, I'm going to go with first thing that popped in my head.
Okay.
The Future Cafe from Back to the Future 2.
Oh, Back to the Future 2, where he gets give me a Pepsi free.
Give me the Pepsi free and the robot. Like, that is one of the most iconic little restaurant things that I could think of right away.
Okay. Off the top of my head, the first thing I thought of, honestly, I don't know the names of the places, but if you have seen a Goofy movie, there's a scene where they're at a motel and they are eating pizza, and this is the cheesiest looking pizza.
You want the food inside of this place.
This is cartoon pizza.
Yes, this is cartoon pizza, but you can see it and you go, that would be an amazing pizza. It's like the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. The cheese on their pizza was always like, why can't I get cheese like that? But when it comes to just, I have to actually know where I'm going to go. I mean,
now people would say like the Cheers bar. People would say like Central Perk from Friends.
See, to me, it was the Max from.
Yep, that's my answer. That was my answer. Was the Max because it's one of those like
I'm there.
I'm racking my brain thinking about special restaurants, places that they eat in movies and TV shows. I can't come up with much, but the only thing that I thought of was like, we grew up on Saved by the Bell, and they were there every day, and there's like cool stuff happening and bright colors. I want to experience some nostalgia firsthand.
I would do the Seinfeld restaurant too. That would be one.
The little diner.
Yeah, the Monk's restaurant or Monk's Cafe, whatever it's called.
Did Harry Potter have any?
Yeah, 3 broomsticks.
Oh my gosh!
Yeah.
Totally
There
changing
you
my
go.
answer. The 3 broomsticks. Oh my goodness! Get me a butterbeer. Heck yeah!
All right, let's draft.
The Spitballers Draft.
All right, I am very excited about this draft. I thought it was a very unique and interesting idea.
And I am terrified.
And Jason has the first pick, and it is a draft of songs that we would play to scare off an intruder. Okay, so an intruder, a bad guy, breaks into the house, and a music song comes on. A song comes on, and you're hoping that this runs them off.
Got to scare them away. I said this with the scat, but with the number 1 pick, I'm taking the worst music possible. The one that if they're going to be robbing my place, they're going to have to listen to Photograph from Nickelback. Look at this ground. Look at this
Would that be a
ground.
way for them to instantly think that you have nothing of value potentially?
I have nothing of value. I don't want to be there for this. I'll go to the neighbor's house. He's probably not playing Nickelback.
Oh my gosh, it reflects on you more than it does anything else, though.
It does, but it's protective. So I'm willing to take the shot to my brand in that moment of playing a Nickelback song to secure my television and my loved ones in the house. So that's where I'm going. I'm saying.
Interesting.
Yeah, come on in. Look at this graph.
I'm glad you guys are setting the tone because I didn't know how to take this one. So Jason, you went with annoyance.
I am going to annoy them right out of my house. But I have not all my options are annoyances.
Okay. All
Yeah,
right.
and my first pick is not going to be annoyance. I have some annoyance picks as well. I have some things that I want this intruder to think about me or about what he might be in for. Okay. But my first song I'm actually going to go with is I'm going to play it's the Jaws song. It's the Jaws.
Okay.
I want this intruder thinking that at a very short period of time, something is going to be attacking him, possibly a shark.
Well, it's a countdown. It's a countdown. You don't want to find out what happens at the end of that song. And then you're running, and then it's the back, and he's gone.
Right. That's right. So I'm going Jaws theme. I'm very happy to get that with the first pick.
I like that.
That is an excellent pick. So in mine, I have mostly annoying songs, and then I have my own technique that I had thought of.
Oh, all right.
Okay.
So
I can't wait. Mike, is this a lack of confidence in your idea here?
There's 0% confidence going into this draft.
There's one I think you might take here that I really don't want
I
you to
really
take
doubt it.
All right. Okay, let's see.
All right. So in terms of annoying songs, I am going to go with something. Jason?
And you get 2 picks.
I do. But Jason, have you heard?
Have I heard?
That bird is the word?
I have
bird is the word. Bird.
Just to disorient them?
Look, it's really fast. There's a lot of language going on, and it's just an obnoxious song. So I am hoping that at a certain decibel level, bird is the word will convince the attacker to leave.
I love that pick. That's a great pick.
Taking something that is asinine and ridiculous and just hitting them over the head with it
and turning the volume up
is a great concept. But are you telling me you think that is the most obnoxious?
No.
You're taking
there's obnoxious songs that you could play. I feel like that one it's frantic. It's not just annoying, it's also frantic.
It is frantic, the pace.
All right.
That's a great one.
So so unfortunately I believe that when we post this the topic will be to scare an attacker away. But I'm going with a different direction here. I'm not going to go with scary. I'm going to go with caring. Fellas.
Kill him
you're
with
going to
kindness.
try to convert this intruder.
So I am going to play Hey Jude by the Beatles. Because by the end of this song, it gets into the greatest sing-along moment in the entire history of music. And when this plays, when na 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 na, when that is playing, over the airwaves, you have no choice but to stop everything that you are doing.
Are you singing with the Intruder?
And just sing. I got my arm around them. We're becoming pals, and then they just leave.
I genuinely think that they will have the best burglary experience of their life. They will really enjoy. I mean, it's not even work to take that TV down because they're having a whole sing-along party.
Hey,
thank you,
dude.
I mean, at least make it nice for them.
That's a way to inspire if he doesn't convert him. All right, I'm gonna go with. All right, I've got some different choices here. Look, what's one of the best ways? Like, if you said right now today, what's the best way to detract an intruder? Give me some answers.
Detract an intruder?
Yeah, how do you get somebody that doesn't even want to look? They come up to your house. What's a way to get an intruder to stay away?
I think I know where you're going here.
An
electricity?
Alarm system is one, but I'm not going there. What's another thing that's a detraction?
It could be an animal.
Could be a big old dog.
Yeah.
Which means I'm going to draft DMX. X gonna give it to you. He's gonna bark at him. He's gonna bark at the intruder over and over, and he's gonna run away.
I thought you were gonna let the dogs out.
Yeah, I did.
Your pick is so much better.
No, I'm going DMX.
Woof, woof.
Oh my gosh, I thought for sure. I mean, on my list, one of the songs I wanted the most was Who Let the Dogs Out.
No, I get it. I thought about it, but look, I need a guy that's actually barking. I need some active barking in the song, and that's DMX is good for some active barking, he's going running.
Okay,
I'm with it.
All right, so you've got your home security system, your dog, deterrents, but what happens when they're already there, Andy? Who do you call when you've had a break-in, not when ghosts are there.
Police.
Yeah, you call the police. So I'm going with one of their songs. I'm calling the police with every breath you take because when this song comes on,
wait, you need them to recognize that it's the police?
No, I don't need them to recognize. Do you know the lyrics? Of course you know the. Every breath you take.
Do you know what that song is about?
I do, but listen, every step you take, every move you make, I'll be watching you. You come in my house, and all of a sudden, I'm telling you, everything you're doing, I'm watching you. That song is, first of all, super creepy. I know it's like this lovey-dovey song, but it's...
No, it's not.
Well, then I don't know what it's about, but I know what it's going to do here.
I know Sting may or may not keep people away.
It was intentionally written to be creepy. It's written from the perspective of a stalker.
Oh, that's exactly what it sounds like.
And people, when they hear it, they're like, "Oh, it's one of the best love songs of all time." Except it was not.
That makes
written to be that.
Yeah, that makes so much more sense. Yeah, I mean that's basically what I thought it was about because that is the creepiest. Everything you're doing, I'm going to be watching you.
I think that's pretty clever.
You break into my house, and all of a sudden. That song comes on, you're going, where's the camera?
That's pretty clever, Jason. I approve. I approve. Now, you got another pick.
Now I'm going to go hybrid. I'm sticking with my police, but I'm also sticking with Andy's Jaws type of theme of scaring them. Because the bad boys, what you gonna do? What you gonna do? What they come for? I mean, you're out of that house, right?
Oh, that
means the police are coming.
The cops theme, I hadn't thought about that one. That's pretty funny.
That's a really good one.
What you gonna do when they come for you?
And it was 100% my idea. My wife never brought this up. She never helped me at all. 100% Jason Moore special.
All right.
Just stuck with more special, and you still would have been telling the truth.
Oh, I'd want full credit.
All right,
like your airplane trick.
Yes.
I'm gonna go disorientation here.
I'm
gonna. It's a little bit of a bird is the word type of. I want to disorient you. I want you to be a little bit confused at what you might find in each room as you try to rob me.
All right.
So I'm gonna go Barbie girl.
Okay.
At a high volume, I think that would disorient. You considered Barbie girl.
I considered it as well.
Yeah. How funny that we would all think of that song as a disorienting song.
It's disorienting, but I worry that it's
I'm
also
a Barbie
encouraging.
girl.
I mean, here's this like Barbie girl
Wrapped in
in a Barbie
plastic.
world. She's got all of these nice things.
Material things.
She's a material girl, and you're not scared away by a Barbie girl.
I
so
like
now I'm
that
just
song.
Yeah.
What are you gonna do about it?
Look,
It's fine.
Some bad songs are still bangers.
That's right. Thank you, Jason.
But I thought about it, but I was really worried it would encourage them to enter my home and steal everything.
Okay. All right. Jason, Mike is picking. He has Bird is the Word.
Yes.
He has Hey Jude, and he has his final 2 picks right now.
All right. So I have my final 2 songs. I know what the picks are. Pick number 1, I have a little bit of trouble describing it because I know what the official name of the song is, but I am describing the cover, and I don't know that people know the cover by the proper name. So
what a setup!
Well, I want to get it all out through the explanation. That will make sense when I reveal it. But it's another disorienting song. It's got a good dance vibe to it. It's very strange, and it became an internet sensation. And it was He-Man singing the Hey Ya song. And I said, So
I don't even know if I've heard that.
Oh, yes, you definitely have. If you haven't heard it, you've seen He-Man dancing and singing that song. But
all right.
But the OG is "What's Up" by 4 Non Blondes, but people aren't going to know He-Man. I believe they're just going to call
He-Man
it He-Man
version of it.
He-Man.
Yeah.
I said, hey, I don't know. We can figure that out. Oh, what's going on?
Okay, that sounds frightening.
It will
disorient.
disorient. It will disorient.
All right,
It
I
will.
like it.
All right, and then with my last pick, I'm going with this is more of Andy's first pick. I got a slow burn.
Okay,
Because I am playing the most gangster song of all time. Ooh. And there is, in fact, a moment of the song where I jump out of the shadows and I beat you with a crescendo drum fill that is in time. And you know exactly when it's going to happen because I'm going do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do because I'm hitting them with In the Air Tonight by Phil Collins.
Heck yeah,
so they
man.
know exactly when their death is coming.
Oh, my gosh. Well, look, 2 drumsticks. That's what you need.
Yeah,
I'm going to have 2 mallets.
Oh, that's good. That's good. That's funny.
I can't ever hear that song without thinking of Mike Tyson drumming along to that from The Hangover. And that will, look, if you're getting the image of Mike Tyson in your head,
that's what you want
too.
That's exactly
I tell you what, fellas, the next time you go driving at night, just put that song on. Put your windows down and put that song on, and you will have never felt so alive in your entire life. It is incredible.
All right, I have my final pick. I have the Jaws theme. I have DMX scaring you off. I've got Barbie Girl. And here, this one is a little different. I want this intruder to understand very quickly that, look, he may be in a house that he should be afraid to be in the house of. Mm-hmm. So I'm going to pick the song that I associate the most with the Vietnam War, which is Creedence Clearwater Revival's Fortunate Song. Because I want you to think that you are in the house of a man.
So there
you go. I want them to think that there's a Vietnam veteran.
Apocalypse Now, right?
Yes, about to attack them as though the Vietnam helicopter is coming in. So I will go.
I thought you were going to go In the End. Or This Is the End.
There are lots
by the Doors.
of iconic Vietnam War songs, but that's the one that popped into my head. So I want you afraid for your life.
Yeah.
All right.
I don't know if I know that one.
You ready for some Agent Orange?
And the red, white, and blue.
I feel like we should have gone just with like Halloween theme tracks, the scary music.
That's how you get killed when they break in, though.
Yeah,
the Halloween
kind of riles them up.
Got a great point.
Riles them up. I want them to feel like they made a mistake.
Yeah.
I don't want them to be scared. I want them to think, oh, okay. They think they're getting me. Instead, they're the ones getting got. Okay.
The Three's Company theme song.
Pretty close. Not too far off. But we've all been there. We've all been there where we think we're finding something fun, and then all of a sudden we realize we got. Because we got rickrolled. Oh, yeah, baby. Never gonna give you up. Never gonna let you
that's
down.
good.
Rick Astley. And they're gonna be in my house going, oh.
I got.
And they're going to walk out with their tail tucked between their legs.
That's a good one.
That's a good one. Your picks are great, Jason. I nobody picked Smash Mouth, which would have run anybody off, I think, but I think we did pretty good here.
Yeah, I got most of the ones I wanted.
I did have, believe it or not, I had Oasis's "Do You Know What I Mean" on here because the song starts with a helicopter, and I was like, that could be scary.
Okay. I had a bunch of annoying songs we didn't get to, which Mike went the kind of that route. Here's some I'll throw into that bucket. I've got Baby Shark. I've got Cotton Eye Joe, and I've got Friday from Rebecca Black. It's Friday.
Okay. Yeah,
Friday.
Okay.
Those were my
I think
annoyances.
your rendition of Friday might be even worse than hers.
That little
could be good.
snippet was worse.
All right. I think that'll do it.
What did we learn today?
I can honestly say I learned two things from Mike. One, that he's been skydiving, and two, that it's very loud.
Yeah, that was
Very
cool.
loud.
I also learned something from Mike, that it is not the yellow brick road. It is the golden brick road, and all this time I was way off.
Mistaken.
Oh my goodness. Well, I don't know if I learned anything. I was just doling out incredible knowledge this entire time.
You learned that you're a genius.
Yes,
Professor. A seasoned
I'm
educator.
I'm an
All right.
influencer.
All right, that'll do it for today's episode of the show. Thank you for supporting us. You can find us on Instagram, instagram.com/spitballerspod. It's good to know Jason's doing an ultimate cannonball. Take care, everybody.
Goodbye.
Thanks for listening to the Spitballers podcast. To see what other nonsense the guys are up to, check out spitballerspod.com.